Hello, and welcome back to the next episode of Let's Play Advance Wars. Who's this mystery? Oh, I tell you what, see, look, Andy looks a little bit like an older lady, don't you think? In my opinion. Sorry. So, who is this mystery foe that we're fighting? Oh, it's Andy. Shock, horror, oh my god. And this is a unique mission in that we get to fight. Oh, Eagle's sort of already in with us. And look, we're fighting ourselves. These units look exactly like our own. Yeah, so you might, if you want to be cynical, you could say, you know what, forget the talking for just a minute. I need to determine my strategy. So you see, Eagle has a really good air force right now. Oh, this is going to be really hard to work around because there's going to be battles going on, and I need to take into account what Eagle's going to be doing. I need to... No, I myself need to... It's not a fucking war mission, and I get to use... I'm using Andy, not Sammy. Yay, but I still love her, nonetheless. Her and Eagle. I ship them hard. Really hard. And I missed this bass synth from Andy's theme. Okay, so I've got a plan of action. What is it? I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. That's the plan. Oh, Sharamuta. I'm gonna need to start taking a... Oh, see, now I can't just hide in shoals to do... I can't just go about hiding in shoals to do all my dirty work for me. Yeah, so... what to talk about, I wonder? This is... are you guys okay with silence? Oh god, did I just move my APC unit without actually thinking about what I was doing? Yes, I did just move my APC unit without thinking about what I was doing. No, I was wondering, since this is going to be something like 4 episodes back to back, unbroken commentary, kind of crazy. Oh, I did take a slight break between a few of them. I have errands to do in the background, chores to do. So it's not completely unbroken, but I mean, it's a single stream of recording. And I need to know, personally, I'll make him suffer for fooling Eagle. Speaking in third person, the key sign of a narcissist. Just saying. That's all. Yeah, the coolest hairdo, man, though. It's very anime without looking anime at all. How does my commentary... I hope you're not hearing this, because I'm itching my hair. I don't have headlights, I swear. How does the commentary end up coming out as? Because I do need that criticism, because how else am I going to get better? Don't be nice and say, oh yeah, it's good, man, maybe you could work on this. Give me a slap in the face. That's what I need. I need a good slap in the face to know what I'm doing, to learn, to properly learn. That's how I personally like to learn. Though a little bit of encouragement is always nice, I'm not gonna lie. I hope the quality comes out. I do some weird sounds with my mouth, some lip smacks, some sucking with my... Because I try... The goal is for me to non-stop talking, for the most part. Oh, well, in the case of a strategy game, since there's not really much to be talking about, the goal is to be non-stop talking. There will be instances where, for example, if, say, I'm playing an action game where I need to be silent for a moment of focus, and that probably doesn't look or feel too bad. See, Eagle's doing a pretty good job clearing things out. Maybe I can just let him do all the work. Maybe. No, Clone Andy has a lot of anti-air. Maelstrom, hold up. Hyper repair initiate. Okay, oh, so he's like a robot. Just like, yeah, see, Andy looks like an elderly woman who grew up in the country, who was a tomboy, who's about 50 years of age, and likes playing with cars or something or other. That's just my take on it. He does look, I think, the character art looks different in the second game, but it does, to me, it looks a bit weird. Though now that I'm thinking about it, suddenly I've started spotting Advanced Wars all over the place on YouTube. There was a Silver Gunner video which was released. It was a remix of the Advanced Wars theme, the We Will Rock You. The main menu, the dum dum ch, dum dum ch. It sort of makes it a We Will Rock You. Kind of funny. But then also the video game historian, I noticed, also began releasing... Okay, let's see what I can do here. Also released an episode or two on the history of the Super Game Boy, which I started watching because I actually enjoy his content. It's really interesting, intellectually stimulating. I enjoy it and recommend it. And he's very good. He's very good at what he does. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Just throwing missions. As per tradition, the first time I play a mission will be a loss. That's just how I'm gonna roll from now on. Is this just a lone? Can I capture Eagle's base? Should I? I mean, yeah, why not? let's do this. I hope this works. Game, you better let me do this. This sort of comes back to that. Don't take control away from the players, but at the same time, limited controls create interesting, dynamic gameplay. So I've started seeing advanced wars everywhere, and it's not just the confirmation bias, because hey, actuarial student here, so I have to learn a little bit about statistics and statistical biases and such. My first thought is it's just confirmation bias, because now that I'm playing the game, I've begun noticing it everywhere. No, it's just that, well, yeah, that's probably part of the reason, but also the fact that lots of content recently has been released that has some kind of advanced wars footage involved, and that's kind of surprising. See, this is the kind of content I want to be talking about. This is great. This gives me a good feeling when I'm just. Oh, you often hear it. I find a lull. Yes, please. Thank you, Eagle. You gorgeous, gorgeous man. I love you and your scarf. I love scarves as well. Scarves are delectable. Delectable, is that a word used only for foods? Can I use it for? Can I use it to explain other things? I wonder. No, the point I was hoping to talk about was. The point I was hoping to talk about is often that I find a lull in conversation of what to talk about. And so I just keep rattling off anything, absolutely anything, until I strike some kind of chord, a full chord, and I just let the floodgates open and all the conversation just comes out and all the talking comes out. This is good. This is good. I like this. Go Eagle. You're my man. His music doesn't even sound remotely Russian as well. It doesn't. It sounds very. This is the kind of soundtrack I can imagine Andy having. Sounds almost like you're working in a car shop or something. Is that what they're called? Car shop? A mechanic? Excuse me? What's shooting me? Oh, I see. I'm an idiot and a half, obviously. Oh, this is Andy's turn, not my Andy's turn. For a minute, my brain was trying to fathom, how come I'm moving, but my units are black? I wonder why. Though technically the units aren't black, because if they were black is like that transition screen, or the barrier break between the two sides of the screen. That's black. The color that is, the color of the units are, it's a very deep purple, sort of purple. Yeah, that's what it is. It's interesting to see reuse of animations and art, pixel art, I guess, units from. I do not know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm. Oh my god! I need to fall back into a choke point. Oh my god! I wish I captured the base in advance now. Hey, because I was going to say about the unit types. Each faction has their own different looking unit types. Oh, no capture. Oh well. Let's. It's okay. I can just do this. I just flailing around aimlessly. Seriously, that's what I'm doing. I'm just aimlessly doing shit. I'm praying for the best. Oh, but I do have these units. That's excellent. I do have my battleship to try and keep tabs on everything, but unfortunately no way to heal it up properly. Shame. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. You can't always get what you want. Beggars can't be choosers. So on, so forth. Hey, look. There's a... No, wait. Moving on to here. Look, there's a delicious lander unit. Right there. If you want, you can have it. But only if you really, really want it. Hopefully this will be an easy mission. Hopefully. I wish. Because I'm so bad at these games. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, since every faction has a different unit type, like compare Eagles and Andes, the air units. Well, they're called fighters. They do have, therefore, slight animation differences and variances. There's actually a lot of nice, neat little touches to the animation. For example, if you pay attention to, say, an artillery unit, just a basic artillery unit shooting, at least for the orange star units, at least for the orange star units, you can see that there's a flash in the helmet of the people firing, which is, it's a nice, neat little touch. It looks great, I think. So speaking of animation, because I have the footage, I've had a closer look at it, but something I noticed, which was very funny for me 6 years ago, units that, when they're destroyed by explosions, like by a tank or by a, by missiles, anything that exploded, they sort of disappear off frame. They just magically disappear, which is okay. Whatever, that's fine. It's cool. It tricks the eye. That's what animation is about. It's lots of little tricks of the eye. Oh, that's what it is in my opinion, anyways. See how far. What's that unit? Range 5, so he can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I? Not good. Oh dear, not good. Okay, come on. I need to get to the base. I might be able to do it. Okay, that's good. So lots of nice touches to the animation. Infantry, however, whenever if they kill by explosions, yes, no, do they? When infantry get killed, they just sort of fly off the screen. And it looks really funny. Here comes the sub. I guess I should... Oh, gosh, I've mismanaged this bottleneck. I'd like to... I can fall back. I'm thinking if I fall back, but unfortunately he'll be able to catch up to me, and I'd rather fight on a city, on a controlled city, than... Oh dear. I can make a wall of infantry. Which, haha, very funny. No, seriously, I'm going to make a wall out of infantry. And I have my CO power. Is it worth using? I wonder. Maybe yes, maybe no. As long as I get the drop on the MD tanks, I'll be safe from that particular MD tank, but it'll be able to finish me off anyways. Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. To use that phrase again. Cookie crumbles. I need to work on my phrasings. I'd love to be able to... I'm not sure I made it abundantly clear what I was trying to talk about with the animation. I'm realizing that now, but I was just trying to illustrate the fact that infantry units, when they get killed, they just sort of fly off. They go whee out of the top corner of the screen, and it's really funny. It looks kind of bad, actually. So I do like the unique death animations of bombers and landers, where you might have seen from earlier while I was talking about death animations. The lander, when it gets destroyed, it sort of slides off screen slowly. The bomber is the same way, where it also slides off screen slowly rather than completely disappearing. I think... Oh, and I believe also battleships. Let's test it. Let's see. My theory is it's because they're so big, and so subs would be the same. Because it's a single unit that predominantly takes up the entire frame of the image. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say, if it were to just magically disappear, it would look very jarring and very bad. Whereas the game can get away with doing that with smaller units, such as, say, tanks or infantry or everything else. Okay, you finished capturing. I lip smack there again. I cannot not notice my lip smacking because of that one episode where I edited in every lip smack. So this guy will sit on the city because that means I get very good... Oh, hide. It means I'll get very good coverage of It means every time I take a unit of damage, I just heal it back up again. Which at this point might be a little bit useless, might be a little redundant. I could have finished this mission a day, maybe 2 days earlier. I'm going for the capture now, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. If only I hadn't tried to capture Eagle's base. I wish they'd let you capture it, and Eagle would be like, dude, what the hell? And then just all his units self-destruct. That would have been fun. IMO, in my opinion. IMHO, in my humble opinion. Is it weird whenever people use internet slang or internet lingo, leet speak, in real life, IRL, like so? Because I find myself, it's happened twice this past week, talking to 2 different people, where I've mentioned IRL instead of, I've said the word IRL instead of, you know, perhaps more sensibly using in real life. I use the word IRL and then I correct myself and go, yeah, I mean IRL. And then in real life, and then we have a laugh. Ha ha ha. You know, like that. Very robotic. Because I don't... My real life is actually horrifying. And I'm a lot... Speaking, I've been learning so much about audio programming and audio... Again, watch that Darren Korb GDC talk, because he starts talking about that stuff about equalization and talks about plosives and harsh sibilants and dynamic processing and all that sort of stuff, which I understand. One, because I've done singing before. Is he not going to attack? Oh, sorry, that was Eagle's turn. Whoops. Which I understand because I have a little bit of background in singing and a little bit of background here and there. Just done a little bit of everything all over the place. But also because I've now started playing around in these... They're called DAWs, developing audio workstation or something. I'm not DAW, maybe it's ADW. So I actually know that stuff, and it's warm and fuzzy because I know a lot about animation in games and programming in games, but I don't know much about audio in games, which I've only recently started learning. Hey, would you look at that? The first time in a string of missions were of first mission failures. This time, I succeed. We've won for the time being. Here they come again. she said, come. There's no end in sight. Oh, this is the special part. Like, I'm staying too. Where Sammy's like, oh no, Eagle. I can't leave without you. Like, no, go on without me. And so this is why they have feelings for each other. Go, Sammy, go. Watch your back. I like that this game tries to justify the fact that it has a story, and so it tries to justify the fact that literally America has gone, as America does. Oh, shots fired, just clearing out an entire continent, battle to battle to battle, just destroying many nations along the way. Anyways, see B rank. First time getting a B rank with Andy. On that note, that's a good place to end. I suppose Reverka looks a bit like Berserker, actually. I suppose thank you so much for watching. I'm just delaying the inevitable end. Stay tuned. There's another episode lined up. So, until then, I guess this is... Hold up. I need to have a look. What's the next mission? Oh, it's this. It's the first time we've versed Sturm. Woohoo. Interesting. Anyway, stay tuned. More coming up. Until then, have a great day.